If you're here, you're probably struggling with Zenith Enchanting and don't know where to start. In Prominence, enchanting your gear, tools, and weapons is essential for survival and success. This guide will break everything down step by step. There are several great ways to get enchanted books, such as the Librarian, Villagers, Mine Cells chests, to using the Advanced Fisher. Then there are the Zenith Enchanting bookshelves. There are 28 shelves in this game, ranging from the basic vanilla bookshelf to powerful draconic end shelves. In Zenith, there are 3 stats. There is Eterna, Quanta, and Arcana. Eterna is the stat that controls what level your enchanting table is at. It affects what enchantments you can get and how powerful, as well as how many levels enchanting costs. The table's current level is equal to twice the Eterna. Quanta is the enchanting randomness. It affects how varied the actual enchanting level you get is. Unless you use high rectification, a high level of Quanta is pure chaos, and it can give you a lot of curses. Arcana is enchanting rarity. It increases how likely you are to get rare enchantments and multiple enchantments. Higher levels of Arcana mean you get rarer enchantments, but conversely, common enchants can be hard to find. Generally, you want Eterna and Arcana to be high, so you may want to tweak them if you're going for specific enchants. Common enchants require lower Arcana. You'll want to minimize Quanta if you're going for consistency, and maximize it if you want to get the most powerful enchants in the game. How to begin. The first step is deciding whether you want to craft seashelves or hellshelves, or a combination of them both. Seashelves are crafted with 6 prismarine bricks, a water bottle, a bookshelf, and a pufferfish. Pufferfishes are crafted with 4 bamboo and 1 fish of any kind. You can also fish them out of the sea. Hellshelves are crafted with 6 nether bricks, a potion of regeneration, a bookshelf, and a blaze rod. The potion of regeneration is crafted with an awkward potion, which is crafted with nether wart and 3 bottles of water. And then you take the awkward potion and you throw it into a brewing stand with a gas tier to get a potion of regeneration. Then you can craft your hellshelf. You'll need 15 of both, or either, to make the starter setup. Once you have 15, you're going to want to craft a few more so you can enchant them or infuse them into an infused version of the regular shelves. Once you have the infused versions, all you have to do is mine your regular hellshelves and replace them with your infused versions. Same goes for seashelves. So once you've placed 15 down, craft a couple more and place them inside the enchantment table with some lapis, then choosing to infuse them. Once infused, replace all the other uninfused shelves and infuse them all until all of the shelves are infused. Then you upgrade at least 2 of your infused shelves into crystalline seashelves or heartforged seashelves, or you can use blazing hellshelves or glowing hellshelves. Your choice. That will give you 30 Eterna as long as you have 15 infused and 2 of them have to be the upgraded versions. You can craft dormant Deepshelves with 6 deep slate and 3 books, and then infuse them with 30 Eterna to get infused Deepshelves, or Deepshelves without the dormant affix. This will give you even stronger enchants. At this point, you can also craft some soul-touched Deepshelves or echoing Deepshelves. Soul-touched requires 3 skulk and a soul lantern, and echoing requires an echo shard and 3 candles, and both of them require Deepshelves. You can find the echo shards in ancient cities. While you won't need either of these shelves yet, you will need them for the next setup. The next setup is the Dragon's Breath and Tome Infusion setup. we'll need some advanced Deepshelves, which require killing a warden. You'll need a warden's tendril, as well as 4 skulk, a skulk catalyst, and an echoing Deepshelf to craft an echoing skulk shelf. You'll also want to farm some melons or go steal them from a jungle to craft melon shelves, which require 6 melons, 2 glistering melon slices, and a bookshelf. While you don't need them right now, I would also recommend making a few soul-touched skulk shelves, like so, with 4 skulk, a skulk catalyst, and a warden tendril. And you're going to want to craft some tomes. This is the tome of scrapping. So once you craft this, you can take it and place it into the infusion setup to make a tome of superior scrapping. Taking the tome of superior scrapping, you can infuse that as well to make the tome of extraction, as you can see here. You're also going to want to craft the rest of the tomes because they give you specific enchants. The tome of scrapping will take half of any enchants off an item, but it will destroy the item in the process. It's crafted with an anvil and 8 books. The infused version of the tome of scrapping becomes the tome of superior scrapping, which destroys the item in the process, but will extract all of the enchants from an item. And then you have the tome of extraction, which extracts all the enchantments from an item, but does not destroy the item. It is the best tome as it can remove enchants, but won't damage any of your items. By the way, to use the tomes of extraction and scrapping and superior scrapping, all you need to do is to place your item into an anvil with the tome. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the other items in game that can remove enchants, well, specifically curses. This is the prismatic cobweb. It's crafted with 4 prismarine shards and a string. It's used with an item in your anvil to remove curses. Then there are other tomes in the game. These tomes, when used with an enchanting table, can give you specific enchants. Tome of the Others accepts all miscellaneous enchantments, so the random ones that you might not get otherwise. Then there is the Tome of the Fishers, which is just for fishing pole enchants. Tome of the Miners, which is for pickaxes. Tome of the Archers, which gives you bow enchants. Tome of Weaponry, which gives you weapon enchants. Tome of Boots, which gives you boots enchants. Tome of Leg Plates, which gives you pant enchants. Tome of Chest Plates, which give you chest enchants. And Tome of Helmets, which give you helmet enchants. All pretty self-explanatory. These ones require books and blaze rods, or books and blaze powder, or books and sticks and blaze rods, like so. After this, you'll need to infuse Dragon's Breath, which you can get from a dragon or from an alchemist villager. I recommend either way, but you will need to go to the end for the next 2 setups. As a note, 1 Dragon's Breath will become 3 infused Dragon's Breath in the enchantment table. The infusion setup requires 3 bookshelves, 8 echoing skulk shelves, and 3 melon shelves to infuse Dragon's Breath and tomes. Next we have the Library of Alexandria set up. The enchantment library stores and manages enchanted books, letting you combine or break apart enchanted books into enchantments without using XP. To craft one, you'll need 4 infused shelves, just like the Deepshelves, hellshelves, or seashelves we crafted before. You'll want 4 ender chests and an enchanting table. If you place a weapon or a piece of armor into the table, you can see what enchants you can get. You'll be able to see just the robe chest piece enchants that would go on this. Combining enchants to make the perfect enchanted book will not cost you any experience. Say, for instance, I wanted Accelerate, Acrobat, and Ambush on a book. I can place all of them. If I hold Shift, I get the highest level of that enchant added onto the book. Shift click. The highest level enchant that I have stored in this library. Placing an enchanted book into the library adds points to each of these scales. So say, for instance, I have 226 points stored here for Accelerate, and I place this Accelerate book in. Now I have 234. This saves you levels when you're trying to fully enchant your gear with the perfect enchants. Placing an enchanted book into the library stores points for that enchantment. The highest level enchant you place in determines what you can remove. If I added a level 9 Acrobat book in, I could remove a level 9 Acrobat book from it. So if I place this in, I can take this back out. You can shift-click an enchanted book in your inventory to place it into the library, or you can place it into the blue circle. Removing higher tier enchants cost more points than removing lower tier ones, and you can see how many points you have as you hover over each enchant. As you can see here on the left side, it says I have 234 out of 1.1 billion points stored in this library. You can also read what each enchant does, as there's a description for each enchant. The enchantment library has an advanced version, which is called the Library of Alexandria, which is right here. You can get the Library of Alexandria by crafting the enchantment library and then infusing it like so. You require these specific stats for Eterna, Quanta, and Arcana to infuse this enchantment library into the Library of Alexandria. You will need to craft 5 end shelves, which will become 1 draconic end shelf and 4 pearlescent end shelves to get this. You will also need 2 deep shelves of arcane treasures and the echoing skulk shelves, as you can see here. To craft an end shelf, you'll need 6 endstone bricks, an ender pearl, a bookshelf, and an infused dragon's breath. The pearlescent end shelves require 1 end shelf, 2 ender pearls, and 4 end rods to craft. And the draconic end shelves require 1 end shelf, 5 ender pearls, and 1 dragon head to craft. To craft the deep shelf of arcane treasures, you're going to want 2 deep shelves, 4 blocks of gold, 1 block of emerald, and 2 diamonds to craft. Charm infusion is cost efficient if you don't have the materials for hardening catalysts, as charms are breakable, and until you either infuse them or apply a hardening catalyst, they will break. Here you have 2 options for your charm infusion. The setup I crafted has more shelves, but you should have already crafted most of them in the process, so you can choose which setup you would like to craft. Option 1 requires 7 melon shelves, as you can see here, 6 blazing hellshelves, 5 pearlescent end shelves, and 1 draconic end shelf. To infuse a charm, all you have to do is place it inside the enchantment table and choose the third option to make it unbreakable. The second charm infusion setup requires 5 draconic end shelves, 1 deep shelf of arcane treasures, 1 skeleton skull, and 20 candles. And it does the exact same thing. While I found the dragon heads annoying to find, the second option requires less shelves and can be faster for some people. At this point, you have learned how to craft most of the shelves. You know how to infuse shelves, tomes, dragon's breath, the library, and charms. All you're missing is a setup for maximum enchanting. Now, let's put everything together for the best enchantment setup. The maximum shelf has 5 soul touch skulk shelves, 4 echoing skulk shelves, 1 draconic end shelf, 1 deep shelf of arcane treasure, and 4 candles. We've already gone over all these shelves. It also has 3 shelves of infused rectification, 2 hellshelves of masterful sight, And I would also recommend 2 seashelves of aquatic filtration. The shelves of infused rectification require crafting sea-bound rectification shelves, then hell-bound rectification shelves, and finally you can craft your infused rectification. Shelves of sea-bound rectification require 4 honeycomb blocks and 4 blocks of amethyst, as well as 1 infused seashelf. Taking those, you're going to want to craft them into shelves of hellbound rectification, which require 4 gilded black stones, 4 amethyst blocks, and then you're going to craft those into shelves of infused rectification with 4 per blocks and 4 blocks of amethyst and the hellbound rectification in the center. The sea shelf of aquatic filtration is a special shelf that removes enchants from the enchantment table when the enchanted books are placed in it. So here I've removed all of the curses, as well as life mending, because I hate it, and miner's fervor and catalysis. So all you have to do is take one shelf, one enchant, say for instance, you don't like protection, okay? And then place it into the sea shelf of aquatic filtration. You can place any enchants you want, or don't want, for instance, or those that you have a lot of, and it forces the table to skip those when it gives you enchants. You can only add books that have a single enchant each onto this shelf. To craft the sea shelf of aquatic filtration, you'll need 4 prismarine bricks, 3 prismarine brick slabs, and 2 infused seashelves. The final shelves required is the hellshelf of masterful sight. This shelf requires a hellshelf of sight to be crafted, which requires 4 blocks of gold, 2 infused hellshelves, a spyglass, an eye of ender, and a potion of night vision. The potion of night vision is crafted by placing a golden carrot into 3 awkward potions, and then they turn into night vision potions. Using this hellshelf of sight, you're going to want to craft the hellshelf of masterful sight, which requires 4 blocks of emeralds, 2 netherite ingots, the hellshelf of sight, and 2 night vision potions, but these are the advanced versions. To craft these, you're going to take the 2 extra potions of night vision that you didn't use, and you're going to place them in a brewing stand with redstone dust to craft them into the 8-minute one versus the 3-minute one. And you just place them in here and you get your hellshelf of masterful sight. With this setup, you now have everything you need to take full control of the enchanting process in Prominence 2. Whether you're looking for the rarest or most powerful enchants, optimizing for consistency, or filtering out unwanted curses and junk enchants, the system allows you to do it all. By carefully balancing Eterna, Quanta, Arcana, and making use of infused tomes, advanced shelves, and the Library of Alexandria, you can create the perfect gear for any situation. With permanent potion effects from the charm infusion and the ability to remove, extract, and fine-tune enchants, you'll always be prepared for whatever the game throws at you. If you've followed along, congratulations, you now have the ultimate enchanting setup. If you found this guide helpful, let me know in the comments and feel free to share any tips or discoveries of your own. Happy enchanting!